Hello, beautiful soul. Let's talk about something that might seem small, but carries incredible power: your hair color. After 60, your face isn't quite the same as it was in your 30s or 40s, and that's not a bad thing. Your skin may have softened, your undertones may have cooled, and your features may appear a little more delicate. These changes are natural, and they deserve to be honored, not hidden. But here's where hair color comes in. It can either work with these shifts or work against them. Many women don't realize how dramatically hair color influences how vibrant, rested, or even confident we appear. You might choose a color you loved years ago, only to find it now makes your face look tired or pale. That's not your fault. It's simply that your natural palette has evolved, and your hair color needs to evolve with it. The right shade, one that flatters your current skin tone, eye color, and even hair texture, can light up your face like a soft spotlight. It can smooth the appearance of lines, brighten your eyes, and give your whole look a gentle radiance. More importantly, it can make you feel polished, aligned, and fully yourself. Not by trying to look younger, but by looking your best now. This is not about vanity. It's about visibility, confidence, and self-expression. After all, you've earned every silver strand, every laugh line, and every moment that brought you here. Your hair color should reflect the woman you are today: wise, graceful, vibrant, and full of life. So, if you've ever felt like something was off about your hair lately, don't blame age. Just consider that maybe the color needs to catch up with the masterpiece you've become. Jet black, the silent saboteur of softness and youth. Why jet black hair might be aging you instead of helping you. Jet black hair has long been considered bold, elegant, and timeless. It's no surprise that many women over 60 continue to choose it, especially because it promises full coverage of grays and offers a rich, defined finish. But here's the truth: many stylists know, but few say out loud. Jet black can actually be one of the most aging hair colors once you reach a certain stage in life. Why? Because jet black creates harsh contrast. As we get older, our skin naturally loses some of its warmth, elasticity, and brightness. When paired with intensely dark hair, every shadow, every fine line, and every bit of skin dullness becomes more pronounced. Instead of softening your features, jet black hardens them. Instead of enhancing your natural glow, it casts a stark frame that often highlights fatigue, not vitality. Beyond the facial impact, jet black also flattens hair texture. It absorbs light rather than reflecting it, which can make hair look dense and heavy. Especially problematic if your hair has started thinning with age. What once might have looked striking can now appear overly severe, lifeless, or off, even if the coloring job itself is perfect. Have you ever looked in the mirror after going black and felt like your reflection didn't match how you felt inside? That discomfort is your inner wisdom speaking. You don't need to settle for a color that covers gray but erases your softness. Instead, consider opting for a soft black or rich chocolate brown with warm undertones. These shades still offer depth and coverage, but with a much gentler impact on your complexion. Add subtle caramel or bronze highlights around the face to bring light and life back in. This isn't about giving in to aging. It's about choosing color that celebrates who you are today. Let your hair support your natural elegance, not fight against it. Light blonde or platinum. Bright, but not always right. When blonde backfires, the truth about light, blonde and platinum hair. After 60, blonde hair has always carried a certain charm. It's playful, bright, and often associated with youth and vibrancy. So it's understandable why many women over 60 gravitate toward light blonde or platinum tones. It feels like a refreshing change, a way to lighten up your look and perhaps capture a bit of that youthful sparkle. But in reality, these shades can backfire, quickly and dramatically. As our skin matures, it naturally loses the rosy, warm undertones that gave it a healthy flush in earlier years. Light blonde and platinum, particularly when cool-toned or ashy, can drain the color right out of your face. Instead of making you look vibrant, they often make your complexion appear pale, washed out, or even tired. You may find yourself reaching for more makeup just to bring life back into your face, when really, it's the hair color that's the issue. Another challenge with these ultra-light tones is that they tend to expose rather than soften. They highlight uneven skin tone, age spots, or fine lines rather than diffusing them. And the maintenance? It's not easy. Platinum and high-lift blondes often require bleach or lifting agents that are particularly harsh on aging hair, leading to dryness, breakage, and an overall lack of luster. Even if you love how blonde looks in theory, the reality may be very different. The test is simple. Does the color lift you, or do you feel like it's wearing you? If it feels like the hair color is overpowering your natural presence, it might be time to evolve with something more flattering. Consider soft golden blondes, warm beige, or honey tones. Better yet, opt for a mix of lowlights and highlights to create dimension and warmth. These gentler shades still give you brightness, but in a way that harmonizes with your skin and adds natural-looking radiance. After all, beauty at this stage isn't about chasing trends. It's about choosing what truly lights you up. Deep burgundy or purple red, bold but overbearing. The problem with deep reds. After 60, when bold becomes overbearing. There's something undeniably alluring about deep red hair. Shades like burgundy, plum, or purple red seem bold, creative, even empowering. And for many women, these colors were once the perfect way to stand out or make a statement. But after 60, what once felt edgy can suddenly feel overwhelming, and not in a flattering way. Red-based hues are rich in undertone and intensity. On younger skin, they can create contrast and vibrancy. But as we age, our skin becomes thinner, more delicate, and sometimes uneven in tone. Deep burgundy or purple-red shades tend to amplify these changes rather than soften them. They can make the complexion appear blotchy or ruddy, especially without a full face of makeup to balance things out. And let's face it, not everyone wants to wear foundation every day just to make their hair color work. Another challenge with these hues is how they fade. Reds are notoriously high maintenance. Within just a few weeks, those rich tones can dull into a muddy brown or washed-out purple, leaving your hair looking flat and lifeless. And unless you're in the salon for constant touch-ups, the color can grow uneven quickly, making thinning hair or scalp visibility more noticeable. Perhaps most importantly, these shades don't always match the energy and lifestyle of women over 60 today. Many of us want hair color that's easy to care for, versatile, and subtly enhancing. Not a dramatic statement that demands constant upkeep just to avoid looking faded or mismatched. So, what's the alternative? Try soft auburns, warm browns with copper undertones, or just a hint of red blended into a neutral base. These shades still offer warmth and personality, but in a much more natural and forgiving way. They reflect light beautifully and grow out gracefully. Bold doesn't have to mean loud. After 60, beauty is about intention, choosing colors that illuminate, not overpower. Let your hair color express who you are now, vibrant, confident, and beautifully in tune with yourself. Chocolate brown with soft copper undertones, warmth, sophistication, and instant glow. Chocolate brown with copper undertones. The underrated glow-up for women over 60. If there's one hair color that perfectly marries warmth, sophistication, and a youthful glow without shouting for attention, it's chocolate brown with soft copper undertones. It's a color that doesn't just look good, it elevates. And for women over 60, it might just be the most flattering, forgiving, and empowering shade you've never considered. Why does this shade work so well after 60? The answer lies in how our features evolve. As we age, we often notice our skin becoming paler or cooler in tone, with less of the natural blush that once made us look fresh and lively. This shift can cause harsh hair colors like jet black or icy platinum to clash with our skin, emphasizing fatigue or fine lines. But chocolate brown, especially when paired with a touch of copper warmth, does the opposite. It adds back a gentle radiance, bringing out the golden undertones in your complexion and softening your overall appearance. Unlike darker browns that can feel heavy or too intense, chocolate brown has a softness to it. It's rich, but not severe. When layered with subtle copper undertones, think a whisper of bronze or a hint of cinnamon. It reflects light beautifully. This subtle shine acts almost like a built-in highlighter for your face, catching the light in just the right places and lending your skin a more even, luminous look. This color is especially flattering if you have hazel, green, or brown eyes, as the warm tones make those eye colors pop in a natural, understated way. And if your hair has started to thin with age, which is perfectly normal, the dimensional quality of copper undertones can give the illusion of fuller, healthier strands. Strategic highlights or lowlights in copper create movement and texture, even in straighter or finer hair types. One of the most appreciated benefits of chocolate brown with copper undertones is how low maintenance it can be. If your natural hair is a medium brown or you've already begun to go gray, this shade can be adapted to blend beautifully with your roots as they grow. Rather than having a harsh demarcation line or obvious regrowth, you'll see a gradual, soft transition, making salon appointments less frequent and far less stressful. Not to mention, copper undertones tend to fade more gracefully than reds or platinums. Instead of turning brassy or ashy, they mellow into a warm, golden brown that still looks polished and intentional. This gives you a longer-lasting look and a bit of freedom between salon visits. Another reason this shade shines is its versatility across styles and hair textures. Whether you're rocking a shoulder-length layered cut, a chin-length bob, or soft curls, chocolate brown with copper undertones adapts beautifully. On curly or wavy hair, the copper glints create movement and bounce. On straight hair, they provide that coveted, glossy, mirror-like finish that feels timeless and luxe. And let's not forget face shape. If your face has rounded with age or lost a bit of volume, the depth of chocolate brown helps define your features, while the copper adds softness. If your face has become more angular or thin, the warmth can restore a sense of vitality and approachability, balancing the structure with glow. But beyond the physical impact, this color carries an emotional resonance. So many women over 60 say they want to feel like the best version of themselves, not necessarily younger, but more alive. This shade delivers that in the most graceful, effortless way. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't look artificial. It just says, I am confident. I am grounded. I am radiant in my own skin. In many ways, chocolate brown with copper undertones is like a great cup of coffee or a favorite cashmere sweater. It's classic, cozy, and always makes you feel put together. It's a color that complements your story rather than trying to rewrite it. And in a world that often pressures older women to cover, fix, or fade into the background, choosing a warm, glowing color like this becomes a small but mighty act of self-celebration. Pro tips to make it work for you. When visiting your stylist, ask for a medium to dark chocolate base with copper lowlights or baby lights, especially around the face. If you're starting to go gray, ask for blending techniques that incorporate your natural color instead of masking it. A color-safe shampoo designed to enhance warm pigments will help maintain the vibrancy, and an occasional gloss treatment can refresh shine without damage. Ultimately, this isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling in tune with who you are. Hair color at this stage of life is less about hiding flaws and more about highlighting character, warmth, and strength. Chocolate brown with copper undertones does exactly that, and with stunning results. Salt and Pepper Elegance, natural grace with a modern twist. Salt and pepper hair. The bold, elegant embrace of natural beauty. After 60 for generations, gray hair was something to cover, disguise, or even feel ashamed of. Magazines told us to dye it. Society told us to fight it. And the beauty industry built entire product lines around keeping it hidden. But now, that narrative is changing, and women over 60 are leading the movement. At the center of this powerful shift, the stunning, modern, and liberating look of salt and pepper hair. Salt and pepper isn't just a color. It's a celebration of time, wisdom, and authenticity. It's the graceful blend of natural grays with darker tones, creating a look that's neither old-fashioned nor neglected, but purposefully chic and powerfully confident. It tells the world, I've lived, I've learned, and I'm proud of every step that brought me here. So, why is this look gaining such traction among women 60 and beyond? Because it works with your body's natural evolution instead of against it. As we age, our skin tone shifts, becoming softer, cooler, and sometimes a bit more translucent. Salt and pepper hair often harmonizes beautifully with these changes, creating a balanced, flattering frame for your face that feels completely in tune with who you are now. And let's talk convenience. One of the greatest perks of embracing your gray is the relief from the constant cycle of root touch-ups and color refreshes. No more rushing to the salon every 3 weeks to fight off the silver. Instead, your hair becomes a canvas of natural dimension, with silvery strands blending seamlessly into deeper tones. With the right haircut and care, it looks intentional, polished, and fresh. But make no mistake, there's a difference between growing out your gray and owning your salt and pepper look. The key is to go gray with purpose and style. That means working with a professional stylist who understands how to blend, tone, and shape your natural hair color into a look that feels modern, not accidental. Whether it's adding cool-toned lowlights for depth or using silver glosses to enhance shine, the right techniques make all the difference. The haircut matters too. A sleek bob, softly layered lob, or even a chic pixie can elevate gray hair from dull to dazzling. These styles provide structure, movement, and an instant sense of polish. Pair it with the right accessories like bold eyeglasses, statement earrings, or a pop of lipstick, and your salt and pepper hair becomes part of a signature style that's elegant, fearless, and uniquely yours. And here's something many women discover after embracing this look. The emotional shift is just as powerful as the physical one. Going salt and pepper isn't just a hair choice, it's a lifestyle decision. It's choosing to stop hiding and start shining. It's letting go of the pressure to conform to outdated beauty standards and stepping fully into your confidence. It's saying, I don't need to look 40, I just want to feel beautiful as myself, right now. Many women who transition to salt and pepper hair report feeling more free, more seen, and more authentically themselves. They no longer stress over roots, over fading dye, or matching their color to their complexion. Instead, they find a rhythm that suits their real life, whether that's traveling, spending time with grandkids, starting a new creative project, or simply enjoying their morning coffee without worry about their hair. Salt and pepper hair also ages beautifully. With the right care, it reflects light in a way that softens the appearance of fine lines and gives skin a smoother, more even look. Silver-enhancing shampoos and purple conditioners help keep any yellowing at bay, while lightweight glosses and serums maintain shine and silkiness. It's all about embracing the texture and flow of your natural hair, not forcing it into something it's not. What's most striking is how modern this look has become. Young women are literally paying to dye their hair gray while you've earned yours. Fashion designers are featuring silver-haired models on runways. Influencers in their 60s and 70s are showing the world that salt and pepper isn't letting go, it's leveling up. In truth, salt and pepper hair isn't for everyone. But for many women over 60, it's the most empowering beauty decision they'll ever make. It's simple, stylish, and deeply symbolic. It's about standing tall in your truth and rewriting the rules of what aging should look like. It's a quiet kind of boldness, the kind that turns heads, not because you're trying to be someone else, but because you're finally being exactly who you are. Cool ash brown with smoky highlights, subtle drama, timeless style. Cool ash brown with smoky highlights. Modern elegance with a touch of edge. If you're over 60 and looking for a hair color that feels both timeless and modern, refined, yet just a bit daring, then cool ash brown with smoky highlights might be your perfect match. This chic, muted shade offers something many women crave at this stage of life. Subtle drama without harshness, style without effort, and elegance without sacrificing individuality. Ash brown is a cool toned shade that leans slightly gray, making it an ideal base for women whose skin tone has cooled with age. As we grow older, warmth in our skin fades, and brassier orange undertones in hair can look off balance or even unflattering. Ash brown avoids this completely. It creates harmony, not contrast, blending beautifully with mature complexions. Unlike warm tones that may highlight redness or unevenness, This cool shade smooths and softens your features while keeping the look polished. Now let's talk about those smoky highlights. These aren't loud or trendy streaks. Instead, they're carefully placed wisps of gray, silver, or soft charcoal that add depth, dimension, and movement to your hair. Think of them as a whisper of light catching your layers. The overall effect is natural but elevated, like a designer version of your own evolving color. They enhance texture, make your hair appear fuller, and most importantly, grow out gracefully. That's a game changer when you're looking for beauty with low maintenance. One of the hidden benefits of this color combination is how well it camouflages early gray. If you're not quite ready to go full salt and pepper but want something that feels fresh and current, cool ash brown with smoky highlights is a brilliant bridge. It celebrates your natural changes rather than hides them, giving you a graceful transition into gray without ever feeling like you've lost your personal style. This color also complements a wide range of haircuts. Whether you prefer a sleek angled bob, soft layers that frame your face, or even a textured pixie, the cool tones add sophistication and structure. And because the base color is neutral, it pairs effortlessly with almost every outfit, from soft pastels to bold jewel tones. It becomes a versatile backdrop for the rest of your self-expression. Caring for ash tones does require a bit of upkeep, but nothing overwhelming. A good purple or blue shampoo will help preserve the cool base and prevent brassiness. Occasional gloss treatments or toners every 6 to 8 weeks can keep your highlights smoky and vibrant. And a heat protectant is key when styling to maintain shine and avoid dryness. But beyond the technical advantages, this shade sends a message. It says, I'm still evolving. I still care about how I show up in the world. It's not about hiding age, but about owning it with confidence and style. Women who choose this look often describe feeling chic, modern, and just a little bold, in the best way possible. So if you're ready for something that feels fresh but still honors your maturity, cool ash brown with smoky highlights might be the transformation that surprises you in all the right ways. Final thoughts. Embracing who you are. The deeper meaning behind your hair color after 60. At first glance, choosing a hair color might seem like a surface-level decision, something you do for style or out of habit. But as we grow older, we begin to see that these small choices often reflect something deeper. The conversation around hair color after 60 isn't just about what looks good in the mirror. It's about how we see ourselves, how we honor our journey, and how we choose to show up in the world as the women we are today. One of the most important lessons that emerges from this topic is the power of alignment. When your outer appearance reflects your inner sense of self, your grace, wisdom, and vitality, something beautiful happens. You feel whole, you feel seen, and you begin to carry yourself with a quiet confidence that can't be faked. Whether it's letting go of jet black for a softer tone, transitioning to salt and pepper, or embracing a modern cool ash blend, the deeper message is this. You don't have to hide your age to be radiant. In a world that often values youth above all else, choosing a hair color that supports who you are now is an act of self-respect. It says, I've earned every silver strand, every smile line, and every season of my life, and I celebrate it. That's not vanity. That's wisdom. Another takeaway is the importance of intention. As we move through our 60s and beyond, we learn to live more deliberately. We choose relationships that nourish us, clothes that feel good, and habits that support our health. Hair color is no different. It's not about chasing trends or pleasing others, it's about finding what lights you up. And perhaps most importantly, this conversation reminds us that it's never too late to try something new. Reinvention doesn't stop at 30 or 50 or even 70. If a small change, like a warmer hue or a softer highlight, can make you feel more alive, then why not embrace it? Because beauty at its core is not about looking younger. It's about feeling connected to yourself, your choices, and the life you continue to create.